Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to the City of North Miami Commission for Women board meeting, along with Miami-Dade County Commission for Women. My name is Maria Etienne, chairwoman for the NOMI Commission for Women. So I'm delighted to be here this evening. At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order. And please stand. The meeting has been called to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to do a roll call for our board members. Chairwoman Marie O. Etienne, that's me, present. Vice Chair Dr. Naomi Blemure.
Present.
Board Member Rose Grandpierre.
Present.
Board Member Dr. Magda Demerit.
Present.
Board Member Dr. Emanuela Fleurimont.
Present.
Board Member Nori Glickman.
Present.
All right. At this time, I'd like to ask if there is any amendment to the agenda. Do we have any amendment? Can I entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented?
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please take a moment of silence in honor of all the victims in Haiti. I'm sure you've been watching television. You have seen what women, children, families are facing in Haiti right now during this crisis. It is a humanitarian crisis, and as a Commission for Women, we believe that human rights is sacred and that we need to keep them in our prayers. So I'd like to ask for a moment of silence. Thank you. Well, it's been quite a while since we've entertained the thought of having a joint meeting with the Miami-Dade County Commission for Women. So at this time, I'd like to ask the president to say a few words and welcome her board.
Thank you very much for the gratitude of inviting us here and doing a short meeting. Like Nina said, I don't remember a road meeting. Like
The mic.
The
Oh,
mic.
Press the, yeah.
I don't remember a board meeting on the road like this. You guys have literally welcomed us that maybe we can come here every other month, you know, if we're nice. If we get this attention, we'll come. But thank you very much, and then we'll finish yours and we'll go to our board meeting.
Thank you. Once again, we'll welcome the entire board of the Miami-Dade County Commission for Women. It's a pleasure for having you. I also would like to acknowledge my mother, who's in the room, Mrs. Lucienne Ely. And my cousin, Stephanie Renzi Etienne. I also like to acknowledge the president of the Miami Chapter Black Nurses Association, Dr. Constance Miller, who's also the treasurer for Global Innovative Foundation. I'd like to acknowledge the Commission for Women for the City of Doral. And all the Commission of Women who are watching, who is here. We also want to acknowledge the City of North Miami Beach Commission for Women. And of course, there's Rose, please stand up. Rose, no. And we want to make sure that we acknowledge all of you who are important, and we do have Dr. Alud Pierre, founder, of course, of the Yovis. Love, welcome. The Vice President of the Haitian American Nurses Association, Ms. Murnell Fleury, welcome. And Winnie Tang from the Asian, hello Winnie, how are you? Welcome. All right, so I don't want to call every single name, but I do have the president of the Jamaican Nurses Association with an entire board who showed up. Dr. Beverly Allen, welcome. And the immediate past president, Ms. Joan Howard, who's also on the board of Global Innovative Foundation. Welcome. All right, so we have 2 sets of minutes that we need to approve. And of course, you know, today has been very exciting. And I told Katya, please, no stress. We can review those minutes and we can make a motion to approve them at the next board meeting. So I would like to table the minutes for the last meeting as well as the one previously. We had a transition that's still not complete yet because our liaison, Akira, Miss Akira Bias was an amazing liaison to the city for us, and she's moved on to another position. And so we're still waiting for our new liaison. And so at this time, I would like to acknowledge Ms. Katia Filippo, who is the city chief of staff, who's done an amazing job collaborating and organizing with us to put this meeting together. And again, Ms. Gertie Genosier, who's just, if you notice the beautiful flowers, the food, everything, she's helped us, and we want to make sure we acknowledge her. And Ms. Dunia Santos, yes, Ms. Dunia is in the back with the monitor. Thank you very much for all your hard work. So I've already acknowledged the Chamber of Commerce of Broward, Dejan, who's here, and Od Sikar. So all the Broward folks who came by, we appreciate you. At this time, as you can see on the agenda, we'll keep it very brief because we had our special presentation by the Vice Mayor, Mary Estime Irvin, who actually presented the proclamation already at the reception. She presented the proclamation to the Miami-Dade County Commission as well as to our commission. So I wanted to make sure, Miami-Dade, you have your proclamation. You can, Nina, you can open it up so everybody can see yours. So this was presented to us tonight, and I wanted to make sure that we acknowledge the Vice Mayor and the Council for giving this beautiful proclamation. And of course, we always acknowledge our mayor who's not here with the council. And moving forward, everybody knows who's Dr. Alex Desulme, our mayor, and of course, with the esteemed council of the city. We're moving on to new discussion. This is very important. I had spoken to the board and I said, you know, we need to showcase what we do for the past 2 years. But it would not be fair to take time out of this meeting because this meeting is a joint meeting, and we want to make sure we become, you know, very equitable with the time. And so once again, we will table that presentation, but we will go with the nomination and selection for the new commission for Women Chair for NOMI. I have had the privilege of serving for 2 years as the chairwoman, the very first chairwoman for the city. And it's a privilege, and I say that because everybody knows I'm very humble. And you giving me an opportunity. And I remember our first meeting, Dr. Flamont said to me, you can do it, Dr. Etienne. I believe in you, right? And so, Nori, thank you for entrusting your votes and knowing that, that I would do a great job. And I have had the pleasure of working with each one of you, Dr. de Blemure, Dr. Demerit. It's been an absolute pleasure working with this board. And so we have done many things for the county, for the women in our city. I will do that official presentation at a later date. But at this time, we are going to ask, among the 5 of us, we're going to ask for nomination and selection of a new chair. I did decline any more terms because everybody knows that I am the new president for the Florida Nurses Association, among other hats that I do wear. And I do want to do a great job. And so I want to remain with all of you because my term is finished on the board in October. But as 2 years, it's in April. So before the next meeting, I would like to have a new chair. So the floor is open. I'd like to entertain a motion or for nomination. Among who would like to make a motion, who would like to run and serve as vice chair. Please raise your hand if you have any questions or would like to speak, and you'll be acknowledged.
Like to speak?
Okay?
At this time, I would like to make a motion to nominate Dr. Naomi Blumer as the new chair for the North Miami Commission for Women.
Thank you. It's been noted that nomination, okay, by Dr. Magda Demerit. Do I have a second?
I can second it,
Okay,
all for it.
okay. It's been second by Rose Gampier. Any discussion?
Is she accepted?
We still, there's a nomination. Have you accept the nomination, Dr. Bloomer?
Thank you so very much, Dr. Demerit. It would be an honor. I accept the nomination.
Okay. So is there anyone else who would like to nominate for anybody for the chair? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the nomination has been made for Dr. Naomi Blumer to be our new chair. And at this time, I'd like to get a vote from the board by calling each name. Okay. Nori Glickman.
Yes.
Thank you. Dr. Emanuela
Yes.
Flamont. Dr. Blumer.
I abstain.
Dr. Demerit.
Yes.
Marie Etienne. Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your new chair, Dr. Naomi Blumer. As the new chair, she will take over next meeting. But as of now, I will continue with tonight's meeting. We're excited. I want to say that it has been a pleasure working with Dr. Blumer as the vice chairwoman because she's very well poised. She's articulated well, making sure that we're on point with the support of the board. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I'm here, and whatever I can do to support the agenda, that's what we'll do. So congratulations. Okay. Would you like to say a few words? We'll keep it short because we have the agenda.
Wow. Good evening, esteemed members of the Commission for Women for North Miami and Miami-Dade County, distinguished guests, elected official, friends, and family. I am deeply honored and humbled to stand before you today as the newly elected chairwoman for the City of North Miami Commission for Women. This moment marks not just a personal milestone, but a collective triumph for all those who have worked tirelessly to advance the cause of gender equality, women's empowerment in our community, in our city, and in our state. First and foremost, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you, my colleagues, fellow commissioners who have chosen me for this esteemed position. Your confidence inspires me to redouble my efforts in serving our community and advocating for the rights and well-being of the women in North Miami. I look forward to working closely with each one of you to advance our shared goals and make meaningful progress in our community. Together, we can create a future where every woman and girl in North Miami has the opportunity to reach her full potential and contribute her unique talents to our collective success. Thank you once again for your support. I'm excited about the journey ahead, and as we can continue to champion the rights of women in North Miami and beyond. Thank you.
Next on the agenda, I would thank you, Dr. Bloomer. Next on the agenda, we have the Business Expo event updates. Dr. Emmanuel Farad.
We put the Business Expo aside to concentrate on the Health and Wellness Expo instead of the Business Expo.
Okay, so Dr. Demerit and Dr. Flamont, you want to talk about the upcoming Health Expo?
Go ahead, start.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Madam Chair. So we met, Dr. Fleurmont and I, we met to discuss the conference that we will be having. It will be in June 1st, and it will be at the Scott Galvin Community Center, formerly the Wildcat Center. And essentially, we drafted an agenda for this event. It's going to consist of a registration, a breakfast, a welcome. We're going to have the panel discussion. We really liked the My Story that we had last year, so we're going to go ahead and have a repeat of that. All of the panelists and moderators, all that is to be determined. We haven't gotten that far yet, but we will have a lunch and learn. We'll discuss finance. We'll do some stretch and movement, motivational speaker. We'll discuss mental health and wellness, HIV and disease prevention, and then we'll have presenter recognition and closing remarks. So in the coming months, we will get together, meet, plan, put everything together, and we'll report back to the board on our progress as time goes on.
Yeah, and to add to what Dr. Demerit just said, we have a University of Miami that will provide lunch and breakfast for our guests, and they require that everybody registered to the event before because they need to plan how many for food and beverage for everyone that's coming to that event. And also, we would like to discuss about the budget of the event. The budget, MJD Wellness and Community Center will cover the photography and videography, the live streaming, because we want the show to be live in case someone cannot make it that day, so they will be able to watch on Facebook. And then the Women Commission, so we have to sit down with Katia to discuss the budget regarding centerpieces for the event and other flyers and other preparation that we will need to make that event successful.
Do we have any questions regarding what was discussed?
No questions.
No questions? All right, hearing no questions, I'd like for everyone to please mark your calendars. We do want to see all women in attendance. Last year we had a couple of men's actually, and it was beautiful. So it's a beautiful conference. June 1st. What's the time you have in mind?
9 to 4?
8:30
8:30 to 4.
8:30?
to 4, yes.
We'll send
8:30
some.
is registration,
Mhm.
and then we will start the first panel, which is My Story again, at 10 or 9:45, 10.
Okay, you don't give us the agenda right now. I just wanted to make sure we have a save the date.
Yes, we'll send.
And asking everyone to please save the date on your calendar. If you're watching, this conference is for you, and we want you to take the knowledge and all the resources that we'll be bringing forth to you. Okay? Next, we want to keep it. We do have 7 more minutes. We want to make sure we finish it by 7:30. So next, we have the fundraiser for the Business Master Class that was voted on by the board. Dr. Bloomer.
Thank you. So right before we go into the Business Masterclass, I want to point out that we have not voted on a vice chair. So
Oh, that's right.
I will do this
Hold on,
in
hold
about
on, hold
one.
on, hold on. Let's continue with the business.
Okay.
Please report.
Okay, wonderful. So I will go over briefly the presentation for our masterclass. So last year in 2023, I proposed to the board that we bring forth a masterclass for business owners, well, for women who desires to enter the business industry and have not yet, and for whatever reason, maybe she's fearful of entering the business industry, maybe she doesn't have money, maybe she doesn't have access to the tools in order to start the business. And as a small business owner myself, I understand how important it is to give people tools. And so we presented to the board a $25,000 investment where the board would raise the $25,000, and it will give 50 women in the city of North Miami the opportunity to start their business for the very first time.
Thank
The-
you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So this coaching masterclass was presented to us by Build Your Business LLC from the Inside Out School of Etiquette in Broward County. They would present a 5-week program with 8 modules. And so the modules will include motivation to be committed and run the full course from start to finish. Week 2 would include step 1 to building a solid foundation for your new business. Module 3 would include going global and never looking back, learning how to effectively articulate your business. Module 4 would include knowing where to find wholesalers and resources for your products, money transactions, database platforms, e-commerce. Module 5 would include branding and consistency, business etiquette and image. And then for week 4, you would be in module 6, which would include learning how to effectively communicate with competitors and fellow entrepreneurs. Module 7, which would be week 5, they would go over marketing, how to collaborate with business to help your business thrive, and the power of giving back to your community. And the last module, which would be the week 5, would position your business for launching, motivation to keep moving and succeed, and the woman would actually open their business during that last and final module. And at this point, we are looking for the report back from city administration on how we move forward.
Because we voted on this item, the board here voted for it, so I was informed that it would be great if we, as the commissioners, actually try to raise the funds. And of course, my response was, I would love to see each of the commissioners actually contribute out of their funds. And if each of them give 5,000 here, 10,000 there, we would easily make this happen. Again, this is for women in the city, and we want to make sure that we have a thriving workforce. We want to make sure that women in the city have, have the knowledge that they need to be marketable and to make sure that the business are successful. Thank you, Dr. Lemire. We will continue to discuss with Vice Mayor. I'm hoping that the Vice Mayor will take on this beautiful project as well, or any other councilmen and councilwomen who would like to take this on. At this,
Okay.
yeah, have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Mhm.
What do you think if we merge the business expo with the fundraising after the session, and then to close everything, so we do an expo where those women can meet with business owner or other professionals. So instead of doing 2, almost the same thing, and we don't have budget.
Hold
to
on
do
a
that.
second. Are we referring to, because right now we're discussing the business masterclass proposal
Yes.
for that woman, that was presented to us. That is a 8-week, that is a 5-week program
Mhm.
with those modules. So that has nothing to do with,
No, that like I told you, we're gonna do it if we can do it at the end of the class. Let's say it's the 5 weeks, right? at the end for the closing, we do a celebration. So that celebration will be the business expo where those women can meet other business owners.
I
so
like
they
the
can
idea.
networking.
I like the idea. I like the idea, so we can further discuss among
Yes.
ourselves. For the sake of time, we can discuss it, and I do want us to come back to it, but we do want to make sure
Yes.
we respect the time that we said we would give the floor back to our colleagues. Thank you, Dr. Blemire, for your presentation on that, so we will follow through. Public hearing, at this time, I'd like to open the floor to the public. If any of you would like to come to the podium to say a few words, make a comment, this is the time that you can. Please come forward to, and what you would do is introduce yourself and who you are and where you reside. Please come forward. Please come to the mic. Yes, Dr. Gervais. Please note that we do have 1 minute left, and I want to respect that.
Good evening, all. On behalf of Miami-Dade County's Black Affairs Advisory Board, the women that sit on that board bring you all greetings, as well as celebrating March, our Social Work Month. I am so thankful to be in the company of my fellow colleagues, Ms. Nadege Vilsaint and Dr. Magda Demerit. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:30. We will. Right, if we can please respect the time. We have 30 seconds left. I would like to acknowledge one of my former students who owns Kat's Restaurant, Miss Edwidge. You literally have 10 seconds.
No, there was someone before. There's another lady. She was before.
Yes, I will acknowledge her.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank the board, thank Dr. Marie Etienne, and congratulations to Dr. Naomi Blemire for being the new chairman of this great chapter. So thank you, everyone, and I want to say that we're next door to Cat Restaurant, and we open every day from 9 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night. Thank you very much.
All right. The only reason we give you that extra few seconds because you fed us. All the food came from Kat's Restaurant. I do want to acknowledge you. I respect you, and everybody knows, but I must respect the time. And so please stand up for one. You have literally 10 seconds before it's come to 32.
I can take 10 seconds. Hi, everyone. Christine Olivo on behalf of the Women's Chamber of Commerce of Miami-Dade County. I just wanted to say thank you. I love what's going on. And as a small business owner myself, I appreciate it. So thank you.
Welcome. All right. The floor is, well, these announcements are listed, so we don't need to read it. I think you all have copies. We do have those announcements. The Ladies of Hakoff in Honor of Women History, hosted by the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce and Mayor Alex de Sulme, will happen Thursday, March 31st at 6 p.m. at Mocha Courtyard. Global Innovative Foundation 5th Annual Power and Influence Luncheon at the that will be held on March 22nd at the Biltmore Hotel. Pearls of Life Women Foundation 7th Annual Women in Empowerment Luncheon, March 23rd at the Newport Beachside Hotel, and Aspa, South Florida Chapter Women's Her Story, She Made It Brunch, Saturday, March 23rd at Scott Galvin Community Center. Vice Mayor Estime Irvin, Women's and Empowerment Luncheon, Thursday, March 28th, 11 a.m. at FIU Coven Center. And the Haitian American Nurses Association, 40th Annual Scholarship and Fundraising, Saturday, April 13th, 2023 at the Hyatt Regency. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. It's been moved. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
The meeting is adjourned at 7:33, and we did start 2 minutes later. So, Madam President, Madam Chairwoman, you have the floor.
You took an extra minute from us.
Yes, I did. Because we had food.
I would like to welcome everyone here. Approval of our agenda for the Miami-Dade Commission for Women.
I'll make the motion. Thank you.
Gonna pass that, table that for April. I would like to recognize the Commissioner Bestine for coming out tonight and giving us the proclamation. And thank you for all her support to the Miami-Dade Commission for Women and the 2 board members that we have because of her. Thank you. I would like to recognize the Miami-Dade Commission from North Miami for welcoming us again, okay? Thank you. I would like to recognize board member from Doral, as we're gonna have a joint meeting in May. We'll send out that information and hopefully you guys can go to Doral. I would like to recognize Ms. Jenkins from the Miami-Dade County Foster and Adoptive Parent
That's right.
Association. We are helping her collect candy, gifts, baskets, or if you like to do a check. So she can give a little explanation quickly regarding that.
Ms. Jenkins, please come forward to the mic so we can all hear you.
We'll give you 20.
Hi, I'm Shamel Jenkins, Miami-Dade County Foster and Adoptive Parent Association. I represent the more than 1,200 youth that are in foster care, as well as those adopted in relative care. Every year, I do a plea for 2,000 Easter baskets for these children in Miami-Dade County. You want an Easter basket, they want an Easter basket. So if you can, buy an Easter basket for your family and buy some for our kids. Thank you.
You're gonna stay around to the end so you can get thank you. Our next meeting is gonna be September 24th at the Stephen Clark Building. April 24th. I'm ahead of myself. May, we will be doing it in the city of Doral. We'll get that date to you guys. And the most important thing is the presentation at the Miami International Airport.
Okay. Nice. Microphone.
I have it green.
You can talk. There we go.
Something happened, none of them worked.
Testing. Yeah, you don't have to hold it. Just let it go.
Okay. Women's Hall of Fame on April 2nd, introduction ceremony at 11:30 in the Convention Chambers. April 2nd at 11:30 in Miami-Dade Commission for Women in the Convention Chambers. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
We will be inducting the state attorney Kathy Rondo Fernandez, Congresswoman Frederica Wilson,
Oh, wow.
and former Congresswoman Ileana Ross Letterman to the Women's Hall of Fame. You are all welcome to go. It's gonna be April 2nd at 11:30 in the Commission Chambers.
Are we meeting directly in the chambers? Are we meeting before? I've never done that process, so if you guys can explain that.
There's a commission meeting prior, so whenever you get there, we'll be there inside.
Okay. It's at the state of Big Black building.
In the Stevens Park building on the second floor. Make sure you don't take the weapons or anything funny in your purse, because you have to go to the security. At 11:30. Try to be there by 11.
Yeah.
And
That's at
depending on what's
10:30.
going on that day, parking might be a little, so make sure if you can ride the train. Metro Rail.
Metro Rail.
Yes. Young Women's Preparatory Academy Scholarships. We are opening that up next week. Visit the Miami-Dade Commission for Women's website for information, as the scholarships are gonna be opening next week. The Communication Committee will have to review those and report back to us by May. So, Communication Committee, please make sure that you get with Nina to get a date.
Nina mentioned at the last meeting that, it could be expanded beyond the communications committee in order for them to review scholarships. So will we be getting information about that if people who want to join or help? Okay. Anyone can join the committee to review. Okay. Yeah. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. Awesome, thank you.
The next event we have coming up is the Women's Impact Awards ceremony. This is this Friday, March 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at Zoo Miami. One of our members will be receiving an award on that day, Dr. Lynette Long. This event is open to anyone that would like to attend. Please make sure if you'd like to attend and you don't have the information, come see one of us and we will give you the information so you can register. Please try to register as soon as possible. It is free. And that is with Commissioner McGee that is hosting that event. Okay. The commission wants to recommend that we host another commission for women, maybe a workshop, panel discussion, any ideas that you guys think we can do. And I think we should join your event coming up on June 1st. Yes.
Yes. Okay,
That's amazing.
absolutely.
And if you need speakers, we do have a couple here that are very good.
Okay,
Right here. She's from North Miami.
okay.
Hands up, ladies.
Okay.
Okay, well, what else? Anything else? I try to speed this meeting up because I wanted to make sure I got you out of here by 8 o'clock. Does the public have anything, an opportunity to speak now? I'll give it to you. Melinda?
I would like to hear one more time about your upcoming training for,
The city of Doral.
I forgot what it was called, so I need to take notes now that I'm pronouncing it. But it sounded awesome.
Just in regards to the event that you just discussed, I would love to see an event where all the Commission for Women in Miami-Dade County could come together for a day. We could have any type of motivational speaker or some type of professional development. It's an opportunity for all of us to get to know each other and to network and eat. We other things. Michelle, I know you were president. Lourdes, I think you were there too. We go back a few years. We had Maria Elena Toraño come speak to the commission meeting. Maria Elena Toraño is, I'm not going to say how old she is right now, but she was one of the original on the Commission for Women, has lots of years of wisdom and incredible experiences, and it was a treat to have her there. And it'd be great to have some women who are no longer on the commission. Maybe they've retired, maybe they're doing other things, but to come back and tell us what it was like 10 or 20 years ago when they were trying to put this together that you're all sitting as part of. So that just wanted to add my suggestions for that. Okay, now, Saturday, April 6th in the city of Doral at the Doral Cultural Arts Center, which is right across from our city hall. We will have Women in Focus. I only brought one copy, but I'm going to make sure that everyone gets that digital flyer. We will have Networking 101, digital marketing revamped. Foreign degree, no problem, presented by Miami-Dade College. Women negotiating salaries, invest in your future retirement with New York Life. Women in financing and public speaking strategies, all free from 9 to 1. And we see this as an opportunity for women to have professional development so that we can do better, make more, and get rid of that gap that exists between men and women with money. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Chairwoman and all the board member of Miami-Dade County. This is a great opportunity for me to invite you to June 1st to our health and wellness. So the health and wellness is education, like it's specifically for women, but we have men that coming. We welcome them, where we will discuss infection disease. That is a case that people in our community we don't talk about. We will have finance, and then we need a motivational speaker. If you need one, like she said earlier, we need one that can improve or help the woman to get up. Like the mayor said the other day on one of the events I went to say, women need to get up and then do things. We sometimes lay back, but we have to follow what our mayor said. So we welcome you. We want you to participate because we need to educate our young and whomever to let them know that your health and wellness is priority. So if you don't take that in consideration, we are not educated ourselves. We cannot educate our community. So thank you so much.
I just wanted to mention, it's sad that we have forgotten this, but Dr. Lynette Long is from the city of Miami Beach Commission for Women.
Oh, my goodness.
I just realized this.
Can you please,
Can you please stand?
Madam Chair,
Please.
Madam Chair, I don't want to be out of order on your meeting. Can we please have her say a few words?
I know, I just realized.
Madam.
I just realized this. I couldn't even.
That's right.
I'm a former college professor, and about 15 years ago, I walked into the U.S. Capitol, and I walked into the rotunda, and there are 8 giant paintings, like 12 by 18 feet, and I noticed, it hit me like a ton of bricks, the only woman was Pocahontas on her knees before God and man, and I was like, what? And then I looked up at the frieze around the rotunda, which told our whole history of the nation from the Spanish landing. And again, the only woman was Pocahontas.
Wow.
So I continued on the tour, and the guide was pointing out that there's 100 statues of women in the U.S. Capitol, 2 from each state, 100 statues of people. And I was overwhelmed because these statues are 10 feet tall, and they're made of marble or bronze, donated by each state. And I looked around and I said to the guide, how many women in these 100? Because I noticed, and I didn't even recognize most of who they were. And I'm like, okay, how many women? She said proudly, 9. We just got Helen Keller. And I'm like, 9 out of 100, there's something wrong. And I said, I'm going to change that. And she said, no, they've been here 100 years. It's impossible. You can't do it. Well, at that moment, my eyes were opened, and everywhere I go, I see the overwhelming preponderance of men in our culture. You just have to look at the money, and it's all men, and they're not all presidents. And you have to look at the street names, and they're mostly all men. You can walk by. I counted them all in Miami Beach recently, 20 men, 2 women. You know, I'm like at the podium, no, point some women. And you just have to look around, and everything from the markers to the statues, it's all men. I mean, New York City and Central Park had so many statues, and they only had 2 statues of women, Mother Goose and Alice in Wonderland. So my quest has been to get more recognition for women of history, because if girls don't see themselves, how can they have confidence that they can do anything? So I would urge you in North Miami, if you have women who've accomplished things, name a street after them. Get a historical marker for them. Name a school after them. Have girls see themselves, because if you don't see yourself, you don't believe. And I'm telling you, the sexism from these subtle things, it's like the Chinese water torture we used to talk about, 1 drop at a time. It sinks in you. And it says, you're not important. And it hurts me so much. And I argue on behalf of women everywhere, and because I count. And this month in the Miami Beach Commission for Women, if you get to the beach, we put up 10 giant posters of women rock stars this year. And we put up Gloria Stefan and, don't tell me, Judy Garland, Barbara Streisand, Madonna, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Diana Ross. I'm trying to think of all 10. And they're giant posters right on Ocean Drive. And it wasn't a lot of money. Your commission could do it. It didn't cost much. It cost $1,000 to print them, and I got the money from Eileen Higgins. And we put them in frames, and next year we'll pick a different theme. And we put them up, and everybody walking by, like right here on 125th Street or whatever, gets to see them and say, yes, there is women's history. Yes, we have done something. And yes, we deserve to be seen. So I hope you take up this and do it here in your town, because I don't know the people from your town. And it's up to you to make it happen, because when little girls see that, I have a daughter and 2 granddaughters, and it touches me deeply. I don't want them to grow up in the world I grew up in, where we were totally invisible, you know. Someone said to me, Rose, she thought I was 10 years older than her. I'm 75. I'm going to be 76 this month, and I'm not going to quit until it's done. Thank you.
You can go a little bit more if you want to.
Oh my God, how do I
This is
follow
so
that?
powerful.
Well, Prosperity, my name is Nadej Saint, the Executive Director for Prosperity Social Community Development Group. March 30th, we have a Mind, Body, and Soul. We challenge every woman, if you have a daughter, niece, bring them. If you have a mentee, all of you guys should have a mentee, because I always have a young girl that I mentor and always follow them with me. So if you have any of that in your life, we ask that you do bring them on the 30th at Scott Galvin between 10 to 3, where we would have a lot of woman wellness, fitness, makeup, makeover. They get a chance to pick up a dress that they would like to give to someone else, like foster care kids and many other ones that we work with. So we ask that you do bring your daughter, your niece, your cousins on the 30th, and we have also great panel of mental health that will be there also. So hope to see you there on the 30th. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies. Wow. What an amazing, amazing, heartfelt speech. Thank you so very much. Thank you. As we're closing, I was sitting up there and I said to myself, what a great opportunity to champion something countywide. So as my first initiative as the Commission for Women chairwoman for the city of North Miami, I would like to propose before you a countywide summit, which I would work with the current chairwoman, and we can do this together, and we would connect every single woman in Miami-Dade County and start a movement. There's so much that women can do. There's so much that women want to do, but they need to see someone else doing it, or they need someone else to tell them, you can. And so I would like to put that before you. I am willing and able, and I look forward to partnering with you guys. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I just wanted to quickly talk a little bit more about the Women's Chamber of Commerce. Once again, my name is Christina Olivo. I'll make it fast. As we're celebrating Women's History Month, the Women's Chamber of Miami-Dade County was created by Thelma Gibson. Not many people know that. This was created 40 years ago. We're celebrating 40 years of the Chamber. And so this coming September is our 25th annual Thelma Gibson Award. So even though it's 40 years, we started the awards, award ceremony 25 years ago. It's Wednesday, September 25th at the Biltmore Hotel. I think it would be amazing if the Women's Commission from every city in Miami would show up. We'd love to have you. So 25th Annual Thelma Gibson Awards, Wednesday, September 25th at the Biltmore Hotel. Thank you.
At what time?
Oh, okay, okay, great. I don't have the time. It's gonna be in the evening. I'm looking at the information right now, it's in the evening, but if you go to www.wccmiami.org, wccmiami.org. Okay, let's boogie.
Madam Chair, if I have the privilege, since this is my last meeting, and I'm witnessing history, having this joint meeting was the perfect opportunity to show true collaboration. I would like to say thank you for allowing this moment to occur. And this is history. It's women history. We are making history, being the first chairwoman for the City of North Miami Commission for Women. I am just so happy to leave everybody in good hand. I will continue to serve. As you know, we just push yourself to the side. But we know having the Miami-Dade County Commission tonight at the city is just heartwarming. And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the invitation. Our meeting is adjourned also.
All right, before you leave, I would like to make sure we take a group photo in the chamber. This is history. those who stayed will be, I'm hoping that the photographer, yes, he's still here. So what we'll do a group photo. We can still sit where we are. I would like the audience to come on each side of the board, and you get to make history. This is history in the making. And thank you, Dunya. You can close the, this, because the meeting hasn't been adjourned, yes. And of course,